This video is brought to you by Smugglers Run Gaming, growing and organizing competitive gaming communities. Check them out at facebook.com at Smugglers Run Gaming. Hello everyone and welcome to Dice Commando for round 3 from tonight's standard tournament at Monday Night Dice. On our left we have Derek. He's playing single die Phasma with Elite Watto for 30 points. And on our right we have Symbio from T3 Gaming. He's playing Elite Yoda with dual Enfys Marauder. It's a lot of health. Do note that Symbio will have 2 villain cards in his deck, 1 for each Marauder. Alright, so roll off is 3 to 5, so we'll be playing on Derek's battlefield. He'll likely want to play on Theed. So 2 shields probably going to Yoda here. Yep, that is what Symbio does, and Derek will get us started. Alright. Yep, opens with the power action to bring in the 2 First Order Stormtrooper dice. Get a blank and a 2. I have a hard time on this one telling if it's a 2 for 1. I do think that's the 2 for 1. The pay side kind of blends in with the new First Order Stormtrooper art. Alright, there's Scruffy to open for support. See if you can get the Mega Blasters. Oh my goodness, he doesn't have a support at all. So he won't be able to get rid of anything because he did call support. He does know now, though, that Derek has a Vandalize, so of course, with the number of dice that Derek's going to be bringing in, he's going to be able to Vandalize right crazy. Alright, Watto comes in. Remember, his dice cannot be removed. He gets a +2 and the +2. Symbio brings in Yoda, rolls a special. Not bad. Not getting a support with Scruffy definitely hurt. Alright, Derek's action here. I wonder if he's going to power action Watto. So what you can do on the power action is pay 1 resource, re-roll a die, and call a symbol. And if it rolls that, you get 2 resources. Oh, so okay, for 1, he's going to browbeat and remove the Yoda special. So that's if you have more dice in a pool than an opponent, remove a die. Works really well with the Phasma deck. Alright, Enfys Marauder comes in. There's a 1 for 1. Now, do you remember that when Enfys Marauder resolves a pay side, 1 indirect damage is dealt. Alright, so there's the power action for Watto. So if it rolls a resource, he gets money, which it does, so he gets $2, but he still doesn't have the 1 he needs. Or I should say the base side he needs. So Derek will have to pitch to reroll. Symbio is still stuck at his $1. So he's pitching to reroll first. Oh, there's a special, and we're looking at, there's the 1 for 1 again. Alright, here comes Phasma. He's looking for money or 2 focus right now. Yep, he gets his 2 focus. Symbio's got to get rid of that. Can't do it, so he's going to Yoda special. He's going to take $1 and flip to the 2 money, probably. The 2 money for 1, that is. That is what he does. Now again, that does deal indirect when it's resolved. Alright, so there's the 2 focus. He goes to Watto to protect it. And then he'll get to flip 1 other die. He'll go to the 2, most likely. Because why wouldn't you? I think Derek right now is scared of the easy pickings, so he goes, goes to the 1. Yep, garbage chute. You had to figure that Symbio was sitting on that because he was leaving his guy unexhausted, despite the reroll. So, alright, so there's 2 resources, or 1 net, but an indirect. Oh, no indirect dealt. Okay, so Derek has claimed Derek's probably just going to discard and pitch for supports here, I would guess. Because Derek lost $7. He's just going to have to jump, I would imagine, his hand. Right, so he does drop a route. All right, we do see a respite, an entangle, a hired muscle. All right, Derek's going to open us up here. $7, good lord. All right, so he's power actioning Phasma right now, rolling in the Stormtrooper dice. There's the 2 for 1 and a 1, so 3 damage out of the gate. We also see an improvised defense. Oh, there's Entangle, get rid of them both. Spot in the yellow to remove a total of 3 value die. Back to Derek. Rolls in Phasma for a blank. Yoda's coming in for Symbio. There's 2 specials. Nope, Derek has an entangle of his own. Just wipes Yoda off the board. Looks like neither one of these guys are advancing their game plan right now. So Symbio does have the dismantle. Alright, so he's going to play Respite. So he'll exhaust a character, gain a resource, and draw a card. Alright, Watto coming in. There's a discard and a 2 money for 1. Now again, remember those dice cannot be removed, although I think Symbio probably is not angling much for it. We did not see Derek get rid of that Vandalize, so I think that's why Symbio's hesitating on dropping his hired muscle here. Alright, Enfys Nest Marauders come in first, gets a shield. Now remember, Enfys Nest only resolves an indirect when the pay side is resolved. Alright, so pitches to reroll, gets a blank. Oh, sorry, that was a power action. So he was called money, so he lost that dollar, lost his effective chance cube roll. Alright, there's Entourage for 3. So that I misspoke then. I thought that was hired muscle. It was Entourage, which is, of course, better for him. Alright, 1 for Bubble Shield. And Symbio had tutored the other Entourage, so that will go into his hand. You know, interestingly, if Derek doesn't need the money, he could just vandalize Entourage right here. So it is Symbio's action because Derek had gone, so, alright. Alright, so they just dealt an indirect this time, but that only happens when you resolve a pay side, I'm pretty sure, on the Enfys Marauder, so. He took the shield, put it on Yoda, but there's another bubble shield. Alright, here's an Entourage coming in. There's the special. It's worth 3 right now. Let's see if he vandalizes. Oh, he's measure for measure, so remove the trooper die to get rid of it. 3 damage, leave the board. Alright, there's a claim. Derek will gain a net dollar, 1 net, paying 1 to gain 2. I'm sure here. Yep. So 1 net. And that'll do it. Alright, so Derek now has $5. Symbio does get first strike here. We know he has that other Entourage, so he's probably bringing Yoda in first. Let's see what he chooses to do. So he does have Feed, which allows him to, and he has 2 neutrals, so he can remove a die with Ambush. So rolling in the Enfys, no matter what, he can gain $1 and drop that other Entourage if that's what he chooses to do. Okay, so he's going to Scruffy, look for a support, see if he can get one. Good lord, only gets a tech team. Yeah, and Derek has not drawn the supports he needs. We know he's playing Mega Blasters in here. Likely Conscript as well, because I don't know why you wouldn't with Phasma. But alright, so we also see a Quicksilver Baton, which will come down. Their Pulverize is good for Symbio to know. That'll wipe somebody off on a surprise if he's not ready for it. Alright, so there's Quicksilver, and then he'll pay the... So Quicksilver, the way it works is when it comes down on a leader, you can roll it in, and if it's also a trooper, you can pay 1 to roll one of that character's die into the pool. So what he did is he paid a total of 3, and he'll bring in the Quicksilver and Phasma with no activation. Right, so there's a 1 gun and a shield. Here comes Yoda. Discard and a shield, nothing yet from the special standpoint. Right, there's a power action for the 2 trooper die, $1 and a blank. In comes a Marauder. Right, 2 for 1. Sorry, that is the modified side. +2 modified, not the 2 for 1. Alright, back to Derek. Alright, Watto comes in with a blank and a money. So there's 3 money for Derek, although not really sure what he's going to do with it because we've already seen his hand. I mean, he can free for all right now for 6 indirect, but has not done any damage yet. Alright, so there's a Feed with Ambush, so he'll gain $1, gets another action. So I think we see a Fickle Mercenaries in his hand, but he's going to bring in the Marauder with a shield. Alright, looks like he's going to power action Watto here, so he'll pay the 1. He's rolling Watto, so likely calling money. Does hit, so there he gets $2, bringing him to a total of 3. Back to Symbio. Alright, so he drops to re-roll. Okay, we'll re-roll here, looking for a special. There we go, 2 focus, blank, and special. So now he will want to roll Entourage in and drop that Fickle. Alright, taking $4, puts him at 7. Eventually, Derek's just going to draw a handful of supports and just overrode the board here. So let's see if we can get our other Entourage in for Symbio here. May want to just roll in his Entourage first, but that kind of feels bad. Okay, that's what he's going to do. Is he's going to take a resource and likely flip. Yep, go for the 2 for 1. Yep. So that will deal an indirect. So Derek's down to, I believe, 3 cards in hand. So he'll want to pitch to reroll here and try and get something out of Phasma before he rolls back in, right? Oh, so he's Sinister Piecing for the 2 focus, which is actually a good move, knowing that there's another Entourage in his hand, right? Again, Symbio had tutored for it, so we do know it's there. Alright, so now he'll pay it. Here's the Entourage. He can tutor again for another Scoundrel if he so chooses. In the meantime, Derek had taken a shield, put it on Phasma. Alright, so Hired Muscle. Now, Symbio did not resolve the Marauder first, so now he's stuck with no money. But Entourage does have $2, so let's see how this plays out. So here's the first entourage, or technically the second one. There's the 2 money. There you got it. Alright, so do 1 damage to a Marauder. Yeah, so what he's going to do is he's going to resolve the 2 and then the 2, so he'll get net 3 and deal an indirect. There you go. Alright, shield comes off. So here comes Phasma in again, or not again, for the first time. So there's a 2 focus, so that'll be worth 4 damage because he can flip to the 2 melee and the 2 gun. Alright, hired muscle for 1. Alright, there's the 2 focus. Again, he'll go to the 2 and 2. Yep, so the 2 melee and the 2 gun, as expected. Back to Symbio. Alright, hired muscle coming in. Alright, 3 for 1 indirect, which he doesn't really need, or, I mean, he needs to do damage to get the bubble shields off, I suppose, anyway. Yeah, so Derek's hitting for 4. Yeah, yep, it'll still be 4. Marauder will go to 5. Symbio will probably bring in the entourage here. And either way, he's got to get the bubble shields off, so. Okay, entourage comes in with the 3. So that'll take care of, so Derek will claim, and I think Symbio's going to just pop the bubble shields here. Yep, so he'll pay 1 and drop or pop both the shields, I would imagine here. Okay, so he's dropped drops a hired muscle to re-roll and gets exactly the same thing. Yep, I think it's time to just own it. Yep, alright, that'll take care of him. Now all the Enfys Marauder die indirect has to go to a character. And Symbio will pass, we'll go to the next round. Derek has $9. So again, he's bound to start drawing some supports here, so we should see a wave of supports hit the table. Symbio, on the other hand, just drew his fist. Symbio is in really good board state right now. He has 5 scoundrels on the table, so that entourage hits for 5. Entourage special hits for 5 if he can flip it with Yoda. That's a really good position. And if he can do it without spending any money or gaining money along the way, he can get that fist down, right? So there's a respite. Gain 1 money, draw a card, goes to Derek. Removes his power action Pogs, and it looks like he's power actioning Phasma for a 2 for 1. We can see clearly there, and a blank. Alright, Yoda coming in. Special and a special. Looking good for Entourage. So Derek still, remember, has that Pulverize as well. We did see an Imperial Officer interplay. Remember, an Imperial Officer, when it comes in, can flip a Trooper die to any side. Now he's going to Tactical Mastery, which will give him 2 actions, paying 1. He'll bring the Trooper in, and then he'll drop that Marauder there. Okay, the Imperial Officer comes in with a blank. It is not a Trooper itself, it's just a leader, but he'll be able to flip the other one and then pay 1 to put 4 into the Marauder, killing it. Yeah, he had actually flipped the 1, but everybody knew what was going on there, so no problems. Alright, but Derek has chewed through 4 of his dollars now. Alright, Fickle comes down, brings the scoundrel count back up to 5. Alright, so Derek's turn, he pays 1. Oh, takes control of the Fickle for 2. Had not yet rolled in, so he still gets that on his side. Alright, that brings Entourage down to 3, but here comes an Entourage. Gets the 3 indirect. Back to Derek. Alright, here comes Phasma with the 2 dice, the baton. There's a gun and a shield. The other Entourage. Interestingly enough, Symbio does have enough money to buy the Fickle back, but then Derek can buy it back, so let's see how this plays out. Alright, there's a route. 3 dice in pool. For every 3 dice in pool, you may remove a die, so it gets rid of the Entourage. So at this point, I think Symbio's probably going to resolve his specials. Okay, so gains a resource. Special. So hits for 4. Okay, and then the other special, and here comes the fist. There's the 5. Let's see if Derek can keep him off of it, though. Oh, and then he's going to use he's going to mill. Measure for measure. All right, back to Derek, who'll roll in the Fickle. Gets the 2 disrupt. Oh, it's time to play that fist. There he goes. Yep, so fist will come in and rolls the 2 shield. Okay, Watto comes in with a 2 disrupt and a +2 money. All that disrupt on the table just slightly too late. For Derek, that is. Alright, there's the disrupt for 1 on the Hild muscle. Still have the Marauder to come in. We also know that Derek still has the free-for-all. Alright, Derek's thinking it over here. He might be considering the free-for-all here. Okay, so I think he's Watto's power actioning here. And he'll call guns that would assure. Or, oh, sorry, that was the melee. So he gets it. So now he has 3. Alright, back to Symbio. I'm sure the Marauder comes in here. Yep, comes in. Alright, there's the money for 1. Symbio is pitching to reroll for sure. So there's a pitch to reroll on Derek's side. Keeps the +2 on Watto. Nope, picks it up. Okay, so he leaves all his damage on the table. Rerolls the other 4. There's a discard. There's 1 more damage. Disrupt. And he does get $1 on Watto. He also still has Thied to go, so. Alright, Rendezvous. So resolve the disrupt for free. Very nice. Takes all Derek's money away. I'm thinking he might have wanted to. I think he might have wanted to do the Enfys first. However, I think what Symbio was afraid of was that pulverize, which is completely reasonable with those 3 damage die in the pool. All right, pitches. Yeah, gets the disrupt on the fist. All right, last card. So he's gonna have to disrupt with the fist just to get another roll in. Yep, that's what he'll do. So resolve and then comes back. So he still has the power action on fist and the activation on fist. But he saved himself a polarize, which was nice. So 5 going to the Marauder. Alright, power action on the fist. It'll come in here with the 2 shield. Okay, not complete waste. He can still resolve that. He just needs to avoid the pay sides. Alright, there's a Theed. Remove a die. He'll gain $1. 2 shields go on the Marauder. Alright, and then Derek will take $1. Here comes the Fist. Gets the 3 indirect. Alright, Derek claims 3 indirect. Let's see where he puts it. Probably all on Watto. Yep, all goes on Watto. Derek will get us started. Once everybody resets and draws up here, Symbio will draw 5. Derek will draw 4. Alright, Forsaken, Dismantle again, Garbage Chute, and Entangle. So does Derek open with the power action? That seems like a reasonable move. Now again, remember that Imperial Officer helps him flip, helps him get into damage. Alright, there's the Mega Blasters for 1, 2, 3, 4. So with Phasma still alive, he's a leader, but either way the Imperial Officer is also a leader. Alright, first all Entourage comes in for a blank. Alright, Derek looks like he's got his dice. Is he going to roll in the Megas? Yep, that's what he does. Roll out all 3, spotting a leader, so he gets the 2 additional First Order Stormtrooper dice. Alright, so we're seeing some damage there, as well as the money. Alright, we do see the Forsaken, and there's 1 die in pool, so Symbio's perfectly set up to use that. Seems like the right time. Yep, Forsaken's the 2 off the table. Nicely done. Back to Derek. Here comes the Fickle. Gets the 2 Disrupt. Ooh. Alright, Yoda comes in. Looking for specials. Does not get it. Alright, disrupts for the 2. Interestingly, if Symbio had paid the 2 to take control of the Fickle, he would then have actually upped his count by 1 and essentially had the same board state. Upped his scoundrel count by 1. Alright, back to Derek. Symbio is showing the special there. Alright, Derek can't do anything about it, so he's going to take the 4. But first he gets to power action. So gets a 2 and a blank. Alright, so there's 4 to Phasma. Not a bad deal. He still has 2 fist activations. Symbio's in pretty good shape here. Derek's also in good shape, though. Alright, so there's Theed for $1. Puts him in control range. Alright, Fist. 3 Disrupt. Symbio's not rolling his best here today, but that happens sometimes. Alright, right shield for 1. That'll suck up 3 more on Phasma, so now Phasma needs 7 to go down. Alright, pitch to re-roll. It seems good to do them all. No Yoda specials. Back to Derek. Probably just brings in Phasma. Bring in Watto first. Oh, there's 3 unremovable dollars. Alright, Symbio is going to drop his Entangle to re-roll. He just needs 1 Yoda special, and of course wouldn't mind something good on the Fist. No Yoda special. 4 for 1 on the Fist, though, which of course he can't pay for now. Alright, 2 re-rolls. Yep, Derek will take the 3, which makes sense. Give him some options. Okay, so he's going to take 4, actually. Take the other trooper die off the field. Does he have another megas? Very easily could have it. All right, hired muscle. 2 for 1, but of course can't be paid for yet. All right, 1 for the conscript. Yep, getting it in play before Phasma comes in. So let's think about this. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 potential dice on the board. So he could free for all for 12 if everything lined up, right? All right, there's a pitch to re-roll. Now that the Marauder has not yet come in yet, which is interesting. All right, there's the 3 on the fist, which is not bad. But again, no Yoda specials. That's keeping him down. He's got 1 re-roll left to get it. Okay, so there's Phasma, which will bring in 3 dice, the conscript, the Phasma die, and the riot baton. The quicksilver baton, sorry. Okay, a 2 focus, that'll help. Does get a blank and the disrupt, but the 2 focus for sure. I believe there are 2 cards left in Derek's hand. Oh, 3 into eWatto, changes targets. All right, Derek. All right, yep, the officer will come in and flip a die. Derek's going to do well this turn. All right, that is the 1 minute warning. 1 minute warning. So it is highly likely we are not going to get out of this round. So this will probably be it. So Symbio's got to pitch and just try to get damage here. All right, there's a power action for the fist. 3 disrupt. Okay, so what Derek's gonna do now before he loses anything is he's going to. I can't see the dice right now, but I think he's gonna put down the Marauder. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Marauder needs 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think there could have been 1 more. I think 1 could have gone into Yoda there. But from a tiebreak perspective, that won't necessarily matter yet, at least. Unless I was counting my math wrong, but I think Yoda should have had 1 more into him. Yeah, I mean Symbio's got to do it, right? Yeah, so he had garbage chute, which is why he was holding the Marauder back. All right, so last pitch reroll. Can he get a Yoda special? He gets a Yoda special, but Derek has $3. Can he control it for the win? Yep, he's got it. Entangle, the special, and the 3. Oof. That is going to be it. All right, let's do the quick count just to make sure, but we've got 8 and 7 for 15, and then the Marauders each have 9. So, yep, it will go to Derek on tiebreaker for damage. Very interesting game. Derek couldn't get his supports, and Symbio couldn't roll to save his life. But Derek will take round 3. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive, and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.